We are just a couple of days away from the big-time ranked matchup as we enter Big Ten play against Illinois and what is to be a 3-0 versus 3-0 matchup. 400th consecutive sellout. Memorial Stadium should be juiced and ready to go. But here today, what I'm here to get you prepared for is I have the All-22 film. I'm one of the few channels, I think, if not the only, that has the All-22s to be able to provide film reviews throughout Big Ten play, et cetera, throughout this year. So I'm going to dive into the film and what I saw and the players to look out for on the defensive side of the ball that you're probably going to hear their name called a lot on Illinois, but also some of the good, some of the bad, some of the schemes that we can look out for. And I'm going to go through and break all that down for you today. So if you want to stay tuned to all the latest film and kind of get the offense and defensive films for the upcoming opponents, subscribe here. Drop a like. Let me know that you like these style of videos. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think of this style of video, and I'll keep them pumping out for y'all. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and dive right into a little bit of the box score first here from the Kansas-Illinois game so you can see kind of a recap. And, Kansas lost to UNLV as well. So this was when Kansas was ranked 19th. So here we go. Just a good rundown here. So just a little bit total yards. You see Kansas ended up with 327 to 271. Passing 141, and they, ran the ball pretty well. 186, 33 rushing attempts, 5.6 yards per carry. Very disciplined day for both teams. Only 2 penalties on either side, but 4 turnovers over here for Kansas. So let's go ahead and just jump into the film, and I'm going to show you a little bit of a couple of the players here that I'm going to be spotlighting. So you're going to see me. Let me pull down here. Xavier Scott, number 14. Miles Scott, number 10. Those are the 2 DBs that we're going to be looking at. Dennis Briggs Jr., number 6, just a big defensive lineman. Dylan Rosiak, number 28. He is a linebacker. He's very good in some ways, but he has some issues in some ways, but very experienced. Over 600 snaps last year for Rosiak. And we're going to dive into that. And Matthew Bailey, number 7, a big one that you're going to see all over the field as well. Seth Coleman down here, number 9, you'll see him as well. So without further ado, let me just go ahead and dive in. Okay, so first play here is going to be on a 3rd and 8. Now, we're going to key on number 14 on this play, the defensive back here. And I'm going to let this run for y'all. Jalen Daniels checking the play here. Switches over the play. And here we go. Okay, so what you're going to see is you're going to see a heavy flow to the left side. You're going to see this guy coming in the underneath right here, and you're going to see these 2 coming up the field. Now, the big one that you want to key on is this guy right here. Okay, you saw the ball skills there, but let's just go ahead and take a look at what happens here. So, all right, so you have one running up the field right here. Looks like he has a step on this defensive back right here, and you have him lockstep with this guy. Daniels is rolling out to his left, getting forced out of the pocket. I think that's big number 9 right there, and you're going to see him make this throw. But what I want to key point here is the ball skills by this defensive back. Now watch him go up and get this ball. Sticky coverage here, and right there you see 10, the other Scott right there, single high safety over the top. Now again, he's going to check the play here. Going to let it run, and watch 14 on this play. So you're going to see 14 right here, immediately identifies his man. You're going to see 9. You see 9 right there getting off of that block, coming around and getting Jalen Daniels. Now let's let this run and watch this play here. Incredible ball skills, going to get up and get that ball. He tried to throw it over the top. So Dylan Bryle is going to have to be very, very careful about floating it over on some of these guys because 10 and 14 have great, tremendous ball skills. As you can see, goes up and gets that ball cleanly, covers the route cleanly, and gives them a big turnover real early on in that game right there. So let's go ahead and move on to the next play. All right, nothing too crazy here. This is going to be a little bit of an RPO look to the right-hand side. So you see we got a single high safety, close look over the top, right? So that's going to take the middle of the field. You see we got what looks like man coverage here on the outsides. So let's go ahead and let this run. Okay, you're going to see the running back come up next to him. Inside zone, fake the handoff, quick RPO over to that slant, quick slant there, taking advantage of that man coverage on the outside. We'll watch it from this angle as well. Once again, checks the running back. You're going to see Kansas run a lot of motions, and another thing that Nebraska runs too is wheel routes. You're going to see Kansas run a lot of wheel routes as well. So let's go ahead and let this run. Just an RPO right there, quick inside slant. And you'll see them throw at 22 a pretty good bit. So Of course, they got some DBs with good ball skills. 22 does show up in some good plays here, but also can be beat a couple times. Play right here, you're going to see a missed read on this one. You're going to see Tara Williams come in and disrupt the middle, force Daniels off of his spot. Misses, like I said, misses the underneath route, but is going to pick it up with his legs. So let's let it run here. All right, the running back out of the backfield right here. So key on this guy. Okay, so right there, he has an avenue to hit him over the middle of the field, which he is unable to do. He's not going to see him in time, but he's going to come up the middle, pick it up with his legs. Now I'll show you where Tara Williams comes into this play. Just a second. So Tara Williams right there, number 23, right up the middle. So watch Tara Williams. He is the nose of this 3-3-5. They run a 3-3-5 as well. So his job, very much like Nash, is to disrupt it and get him off of his spot. So here 23 comes up, and you'll see him it's not going to show up in the stat sheet, but him, number 6 right there, are going to just force him to kind of make a decision there. They're collapsing that pocket. They're doing their job, even though they're not. It doesn't have to show up in the stat sheet. It doesn't have to be a sack, kind of similar to Nash. His job's to create numbers, right? He wants to really cause disruption in that middle, him and those other D linemen, so they can get more numbers to defend them and to have to block them. So that way it's all a numbers game on this 3-3-5. So it's all a numbers game. And that's what they do there. They just cause the disruption, get him off his spot, make him not be able to see his underneath read, but he's still able to get there with his legs. Jalen Daniels has the ability to run there. Now I'm going to move this forward here to about 645, and we're going to let this run here. Okay, so you're going to see, again, another motion coming across. So let me go ahead and let this play here. This is a big run by Kansas. It's going to be a trap play. Nebraska does run a lot of traps. So you're going to key on number 7, Matthew Bailey, coming across to make the play. Dennis Briggs throwing off the lineman here, but he's still able to get a big run. So let this roll. All right, again, bringing the motions across. You have a single high safety. It looks like man coverage down here. Going to go to the inside. Good blocking on the inside. And you'll see number 7 coming over and making that play. Now we're going to let it run from the other angle here as well. Now, again, watch number 6 on this right-hand side. Dennis Briggs, number 6 right here. Just watch him. You're going to see a lot of him in this highlight, or in this film review. Okay. And then you got 28 again, Rosiek, number 7 here, number 9 here. But yeah, watch number 6 real quick on this play. Throws him off. They're able to cut it inside, though. Number 7 comes across and makes the play. You'll see number 7 there. He's going to be all over the field, and he's going to kind of be their playmaker. He's kind of a do-it-all type of guy. He's going to be a little bit everywhere. So you're going to see his name called a lot on Friday. Now let's go ahead and move it forward to the next play. And this is going to be a wheel route. Okay. Again, wheel routes are something Nebraska does like to run. Here comes some more motions, right? They're really trying to trick the eyes of this defensive backfield. They're going trips left. Okay. And let's let it run. So you're going to see the wheel route coming across the bottom and to the outside. Back shoulder throw, doesn't really get there. So it's a really good coverage there to hang on him, but the DB never gets his head around. He is chasing, but the back shoulder throw just a little bit underneath. So watch this defensive back here. You're going to see the wheel route coming across right here. And watch the man coverage. You see him stick with him. But again, he's chasing, doesn't get his head around. It is a back shoulder throw. That is a potential right there, which we see a lot of Raiola doing, is kind of drawing PIs on those. If he can throw the ball a little bit, I guess, more inside and make him come back on the ball and maybe interrupt the defensive back's timing, he could probably draw a pass interference on that, or be able to come back and get the ball. But, just kind of attacking these wheel routes is something Nebraska is going to probably want to do, especially to take advantage of Illinois sticking in man coverage a lot. They will switch over, of course. You'll see a different transition, different variations, but man coverage, you see him chasing him across right there, identifying man coverage. Again, fake the handoff inside, throws that wheel, and just not able to make the play. That's 22 again. That's number 22 that I was talking about earlier. All right, now let's go ahead and move forward. Let's go ahead and go to 8:26 here. All right, so 8:26. Let's ready to run. That's the next play. All right, this run. Watch number 6 on the D line here. Okay, again, more motions across. It's going to be a little bit of trickeration here, running on this wheel route. Now, this is a really, really, really good play here. Discipline by number 5. Okay, so here's where we're going to see a little trickeration. Again, number 6, you're going to see number 6 from the D line right here. Now watch him just get off of that block and bring the pressure. Again, he's going to be a load to block there. So, and now watch number 5. Watch this wheel route come across. And he hangs with it. Just excellent eyes there to get across. And I want to run this back from the top again so you can see it just one more time, how he's sticky with that coverage. They're bringing down. They're checking on defense, right? And you're going to see 6 coming across. Okay. And now watch 5. 5's here. The wheel route is here. Now watch him come over and make this play. Boom. Gets out on it, gets his head around early, and is able to come out there and disrupt the play. All right. So just a really good coverage, really good recognition, even through the mud right there, keeping his eyes in the right spot. Let's go ahead and move over to the next play. And this is going to be a big old number 6. Big old number 6 getting a run stop here. So let's go ahead and boom, 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 boom. All right. Here we go. Okay, you see him coming in the middle. You see this taking on 2 blocks right here. Again, this is key, right? You see the numbers now. Here, one-on-one, one-on-one. We got 2-on-1, one-on-one, one-on-one. And what does that do? That leaves extra people, right? If you could only take on this guy with 1 block, you have an extra blocker. Like I said, it's a numbers game here. Gets off the block, though, is able to come down and make the play. Just a excellent play there by 6. And 6 kind of suns him there at the end of that play. So let's go ahead and move forward to 11 minutes and 18 seconds. And we're going to do kind of another little wheel route look here. Okay, you see they bring the motion across, bring number 4 across, showing, man, they do have closed single high safety over the top. All right, and the wheel route's going to come from this middle receiver right here. And again, just really good coverage there on that wheel route. Some of these man coverages that they run, especially on these wheels, is very good. Kansas did not really, Jalen Daniels is not really developed too much as a quarterback to be able to look some of these guys off and really be able to create, I think some of the plays that Dylan Raiola might. But again, just good play there. Sticky man coverage by number 5 coming across. And again, just he's really good at sticking with his man on especially those wheel routes coming across. Really good eyes, disciplined eyes for a defensive back there. Now let's go ahead and move this forward. We're going to go to 13 minutes and 13 seconds here. Let me back this up. All right, 13-13. 4th down and 2. Okay, number 22 is going to make the play here. Now, this is a good play by number 22 on the outside. Great recognition. Up top, makes that play. Okay, I'm going to run this back. So what you're going to see is you're going to see him motion down and then motion right back out. And what they're going to try to do is just try to get him, off by half a step. Just get him on the half beat, get his eyes, maybe cheating inside a little bit, maybe trying to look somewhere else, but he does a great job of sticking with his man here. Again, a lot of motions, a lot of movements. They're going to bring him in, kick him back out. Now watch this play. Boom, gets down on it. He fights for yardage there. But just overall, a really good play here. We're going to let it run again, and you'll see it from that outside. You're going to see them checking. Number 28, Dylan Rosiak in the middle. That's their most experienced linebacker. Number 7, again, you see him up there. Number 9 coming off the edge. You got number 6 in the middle. It's a quick hit out. Number 22 comes over and makes the tackle. And then Dylan Rosiak comes over and with the help as well. So Rosiak's all over the field, number 28. All right, 14 minutes. Let's go ahead and watch. This is where Illinois kind of gets gashed in a run play here. So you're going to see the motion come across again. 7. They're trying to get 7 out of the play. So they're trying to get his eyes away from the play. And you'll see when they bring this across, they're going to snap it. And 7's facing this direction. So they try to take him out of the play completely. And you're going to see one running back here. Hold on, let me run this. Going to go up the middle. Good blocking. turns on the speed a little bit and almost breaks that one there. So again, we're going to watch this. Bring 7 across, get his eyes away from the play. They're going to take it right up the middle. Great blocking, great seal out there by number 7. And that leaves number 14, Xavier Scott, able to come over and make the play. All right. So this is another occasion where they're going to get the defense's eyes going one direction and run the other direction. So they want their eyes going left. They want to run this play right. Okay. So here we go with the motions, the trickery. Let's go ahead and everything's going to be going this direction. So you're just going to see these, everybody kind of cheats to their right just a touch. They're going to cheat to their right just a touch on the defensive side of the ball. Watch Jalen Daniels selling it to that direction. Boom. Makes the pitch, quick pitch, gets out. Good blocking on the outside, is able to get up and make something out of that, make a couple guys miss, get upfield. And we'll watch it again. You're going to see everything. They're going to try to get them their first step going this direction. They do that, and then they pitch it out right. And it's just a matter of getting outside. Number 7 comes across and tries to make the play. But just really good running play there by the running back. And he's able to come in and get some yards. Now it's going to be first down and goal. And we're going to let this run here. I'm going to get it up to 16:58 here. So watch. So this is a touchdown here. So you're going to watch this trips to the left-hand side right here. Okay. So you're going to see this outside receiver is going to run a dig. This middle wide receiver is going to run an out and try to muddy this up. And he's going to find the void in the back corner of the end zone here. And Jalen Daniels is going to hit him. So again, confusing that man coverage. They're bringing the running back in the backfield. He's running up here. Makes a big catch there. Okay, so just another really concept to just cross their eyes up out here. Outside runs a dig. Inside runs an out. 14's late getting over. Still, made a decent play getting back there, but just was a step late because of what happened in the middle of the field there. So now we're going to move it over into a pick 6 here at 18:59. So let's go ahead and run this. All right, so this right here, this is going to be this number 14. This is Scott again. So watch number 14's eyes. They're going to show a wheel route again, right? But they're going to throw a screen. And this to me looks like something that he's seen on film because he jumps this route almost immediately. So 14, you're going to see 14 right here. Again, they motion one receiver in, and then they're going to motion one out. But watch 14. Comes down, immediately makes this play, jumps it, pick 6. And I want to run that back one more time so you can see it. Watch right here. Reads it the whole way, jumps in front of the route. Again, great ball skills, is able to come up. They got some DBs with some really, really good ball skills that are going to be able to come and take some opportunities if we give them a chance. They will find the opportunities in that defense or in that offense. So, all right, moving forward, 20 minutes and 26 seconds here. And we're going to see a little bit. All right. So what we're going to do right here, it's gate. This is kind of number 28 and 41. We're going to focus on the linebackers here for a second and just the gap responsibility, good gap sound responsibility here by number 28 and number 41. So I'm going to let it run for just a second. And what you're going to see here, he's going to kill the play. He's going to adjust. All right. And let it run. Okay. So right here, you see everything develop in this direction. Now 41's going to crash down and he's going to fill this gap right here. 28's going to come across and he's going to fill this gap right here. And they're just going to try to make sure that they keep their eyes in the backfield, keep their eyes on the ball and not get knocked off their spot. They're going to hope that one of these holes opens up. Again, 28 right here. Eyes in the backfield, not crossing the line of scrimmage yet. 14 on the outside. You got 9 here taking on this block. And you have 41 coming across right here and filling his gap. No over pursuit. And then you got 10 back here just watching, right? He tries to cut it back, but 41's in that gap. Now you see 28 come across and 28 fills up the other gap. 41's able to come down and make the tackle. So they're kind of playing off each other there. Just really good with their gap responsibilities. And that's where the trickeration of the eyes comes in, right? If you want to get their eyes mixed up, that's how you're going to be able to run on this team. And that's a lot of what Kansas did to run successfully on them. Moving over to 21-28. All right. So this is a 3rd and 1 play, run up the middle. Now watch number 28 again, Rosiak, and number 7. They're both going to step up to make a play here. So, all right, you see 28 here reading. He's getting inside as he's reading the play. Again, his eyes are on the play. You see it's shielded here. I think that's 42, but keeping his eyes on the ball right there. As soon as he sees it, boom, right when he sees that gap open up, he's getting sealed out on this gap right here. You see 7 with his eyes right there on the ball. Now watch 28 come down and make this play. Watch 7 get off of this, and they're both going to gang tackle him right there in the hole. Big time play right there. Just great eyes, disciplined eyes, getting to their gaps and making them play. All right. 23-12. We're going to do 23 minutes, 12 seconds, and we're going to watch big boy number 6 right here make the play. So you're going to see number 6 right here, and you're going to see number 23 also fight through a double team here. So these, again, this is the disruptor in the nose, the middle, and this is your other D lineman over here, number 6. So we're going to key on watch number 6 first. Just shucks him off and is able to make the play. So you're going to have to really key on him. Now watch number 23 come and take this double team. Takes it, gets through, gets skinny, squeezes through, and is able to come down and make the play. All right, so again, these are some big guys. These are some strong guys, physical guys that you're going to have to really take out of the play. It's not going to be just a bump and they're gone. You're going to have to physically take them out of the play. Now, let's go to the next 2 plays, and here's a couple of instances where the linebackers kind of lose their eyes. Go ahead and move it to this next one. Again, same kind of thing here, where you're going to see the eyes get lost, and the linebacker see a little bit of confusion there before the play. And that causes just a slight opening for them to get caught on the inside and not be able to get outside. Watch 28 and 41 right here. Again, that motion across brings them in. They're checking to each other. 7, they're a little bit out of position. They're going to come down, and you're going to see 28 and 41 kind of both come right here on this gap. And then 28 gets caught on a block right there because he wasn't deep enough, right? In the 3-3-5, you don't want to cross into the line of scrimmage too early because that's what's going to happen. You're going to get blocked there. So he needed to stay out, let the other linebacker right there take that, and him take the outside. They're able to get a few yards off of that. Nothing crazy, but just a little bit of a late rotation over. All right, and let's go ahead 28 minutes and 30 seconds here. Or let's go 25-30 first. Okay, so at 25-30, we're going to see this is the linebacker kind of losing his eyes on a route. So on the route inside and late rotation over. So you're going to see here we got 34 and 41 in the middle. All right, you see it skipping out there, right there on the outside. So watch 34. They're going to bring this route out to the outside. Okay, 34 is right here. Eyes in the backfield, eyes in the backfield. 5 sneaks out over this direction. Daniels is already throwing. He's not breaking yet. And a little late breaking there, gets out on it, is able to get in front of him and at least make him make another move inside to slow the play up a little bit. But it's one of those things. He needs to identify that much quicker because if you get some of these speedsters from Nebraska out there in space, it's going to be a long day. Now moving over to 28-30 now. All right, so on 28 minutes and 30 seconds, this is a Kansas touchdown right here. Right there, you'll see. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this back. So what we're going to see here is you're going to watch number 9 and number 6 on this line first. They're going to kind of get in and disrupt. Okay, now it takes the play there. Now let's watch it. Let's watch it from this other direction here. 9 and 6. You're going to see just. I mean, they get blocked here, but just watch. Watch number 9. I want you to just watch what we're looking at here. So number 9 just kind of bulls him backwards. Number 77, and that kind of all that pressure kind of forces Daniels off of his spot. Now watching from the over the top view again. What's going to happen here is you're going to see this motion across. Okay, number 5 right here. Okay, you're going to see number 5 right here is going to take this kind of post. He's going to grab and he's going to fall. Number 7 and 28 are patrolling the middle. You're going to see this defensive back. He's got to crash down and get on this route, but watch this route right here. He has to grab. He falls. Boom. Once he falls, now you have these 2 linebackers right here coming up because they see Jalen Daniels rolling right. So this brings them up just enough for Daniels to make the throw over the middle for the touchdown. Okay, so that I mean, there were a little bit of a tough situation there, but still needed to stay home over the middle of that field, especially when you have an open middle of the field. You know, Carter Nelson, they talked about it when they have the open shells, cover 2, or just when they don't have a single high safety over the top. You want to take advantage of the middle of the field. And I said in my Northern Iowa preview that they run a lot of cover 2, and we saw that. Carter Nelson, they were talking about him, getting him free over the middle, and that's exactly what they did, and he scored a touchdown on that. So, you know, the linebackers just weren't deep enough to cover that. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next play here. All right, so here we go. There's a 4th and 1. You're going to watch number 6 and number 28 blow this play up in the backfield here. So let's go ahead and run it. We'll let it run from the top. You saw right there, number 6, clear as day getting in there. Now let's see what it looks like from the backside view. Okay, so there's 28 checking. You see number 6 right here in the middle. Now watch them get off and blow this up in the backfield. So, okay, number 6 takes on that block, and again, just shucks him to the side. Just that easy. 28 right here coming in to fill his gap. You got 10 stepping down in case he needs to help. 9 coming across on this outside. And watch 28 come down and close this play, and look at 6 get across. Now just watch 6 get across in this play again. This is beautiful. Takes on the block, gets to the inside, is able to come across, shoot down, and make the play. 28's there to help him out. Just a big, big play there. 4th down stop by this defense. And yeah, so, you know, just kind of giving you an idea of what we can expect there from Illinois' defense. Some of the guys that you should look for on the field. We called number 6 a lot, number 28 a lot. Number 7 is going to be all over the field. And then you have those 2 guys. You have number 10, the defensive back, Miles Scott, number 14, Xavier Scott. Both of those guys with excellent ball skills. Dennis Briggs Jr., Seth Coleman, Matthew Bailey, and Tara Edwards, number 23, clogging up that middle. So a lot of experience at a couple of levels in this defense, but you have Dennis Briggs, who came in, who's number 6 from Florida State, with 77 tackles over there, 5.5 sacks in his time over there. Very, very experienced. Seth Coleman, number 9, has 625 snaps last season. So 6 sacks, which was only 2nd behind Jerzon Newton, and we know how good Jerzon Newton is. He had 50 tackles and 4 PBUs. And Matthew Bailey, number 7, like I said, all over the field. So, you know, a lot to key in and like on this Illinois defense from the Illinois side, but also there's some opportunities there. You see a little bit of a mismatch in terms of if you can get some speed coming across the field on these linebackers. Nebraska's got a big stable of running backs, more depth at running back than Kansas does. And so they're going to be able to kind of impose their will a little bit more. But I think there's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of trickeration, trying to get these guys, you know, moving around, running around, trying to get them tired, and really just trying to cause confusion, cross their eyes up. And the good thing about this offense going against the 3-3-5, in practice, they know how to face the 3-3-5 in the game as well. So very interesting dynamic to see how this plays out going against a similar defense, albeit with different personnel. But, you know, Illinois' defense looks to be very, very solid. The offense, you know, they have some weapons over there. We'll see how Tony White's able to scheme for that offense. I'm also watching through Nebraska versus Northern Iowa highlights or the film, and I'll be able to kind of give you some topics and some thoughts and perspective on those as well. Now, I will be doing a watch party on our Big Ten Show channel. Myself and the Illinois reporter Sonny Verma, we started that channel earlier this year, took a little bit of a hiatus, but we're back and we're going to be doing a watch party on Friday. So I will drop that link probably in the description whenever I do have it, and or I'll post it on X at @the_H-Town Husker. You can find it there. But with that being said, hopefully you like the video. If you do like this style of video, please drop a like. Let me know what you think. And other than that, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.